just going to check the sound. I know we're running a little bit late here, but I was having some technical difficulties, and I want to make sure the sound is okay. And then we'll start. Today is, well, for the folks who ran the Malibu Marathon, this is what's called Marathon Monday, Medal Monday. So anybody who ran the half marathon yesterday, they're so excited because they just ran a half marathon. I'm still in the midst of my 50 miler, which sadly I'm only 10% into, but that's okay. I'm not really too worried about that. Not that that matters to you. But here we go. Let's see. I haven't really done anything. So let's get here and here and here and here. So congratulations to anyone who ran a marathon, half marathon, over the weekend. That is super awesome and incredible. Today is yoga for runners-ish, athletes. But today we're going to do a little yin-yang. There we go. All right. Good. Perfect. All right. So we got it. We got people. We're moving on. So let me just make sure my thing. This is good. There. There. Woo! All right. Not so bad. Not so bad. So let's go ahead and begin. Start with your feet about mat distance-ish, shoulder distance-ish. And bring the palms together. Close your eyes. Take a couple breaths in and out of the nose. Let the shoulders drop down. Let the top of the head float up. Breath smooth. And set your intention to release some stress, to heal, to strengthen, whatever that means for you. And we'll start with a little bit of breathing too. So we're going to do 3 rounds of deep breaths. You're going to inhale as deeply as you can, hold the breath in, and we'll exhale, hold the breath out, and we'll do that 3 times. So go ahead again, deep inhale. Holding that breath in. And exhale. Keep exhaling, keep exhaling, keep exhaling. Holding the breath out. Inhale deep. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Holding the breath in. And exhale, exhale, exhale. You can already exhale a little longer. Hold the breath out. One more time. Inhale deep. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Holding the breath in. And exhale. Relax the shoulders, top of the head floats up, feel a bit more space in there. Open the eyes, go ahead and take the arms up this time. Interlace the fingers, turn the palms up to the ceiling. So you straighten the arms forward and then reach them up by the ears. Oh, stretch. Very nice. So, again, congratulations for those of you who ran this weekend. Good for you. We are streaming live with the Malibu Marathon, half marathon 5K, and this year, 50 miler. So excited for everyone who ran yesterday on the actual day. 5K people, half marathon people. Fold to one side, stretch. And if you didn't do that, I didn't do that, but I am going to run 50 miles in November. That's for sure. Whether I have to do it in the middle of the night or not. 10% there so far. Oh, switch sides. What is today? Today's the 9th. I'll make it. Not worried. Good. Back to the center. Lean back. Take a nice big inhale. And then fold forward down. Exhale. Hang forward here. Breathe. Stretch. Drop the head down. Let the legs stretch. Let the back stretch. And breathe. What number is this? I think this is class number 198, I think. 198 streamed yoga classes. So that means Wednesday is 200. What should we do for number 200? We'll see. Today is going to be just a little bit of flow, kind of warm up, maybe 20 yeah, and then nice long hip openers. I thought it would be appropriate to do what I would do post recovery day if I had run half marathon. Clasp the hands back behind you, interlace the fingertips, stretch the shoulders. Notice here your feet too. I'm about to go into kind of a deep dive lesson on the feet. Not today, but for me, myself. Once I learn, then I will share with you. But notice if the inner ankles sink down, if they pronate, that's called pronation. Supination is if some people have super high arches and then their feet kind of roll out. Ultimately, what you want to feel, one more breath here in the shoulders, stretch it. You want to feel your weight evenly distributed on all four corners of the feet. So if you can spread your toes and have the ball of your foot as, two corners, and then the heels, two corners. So you kind of spread the toes. It's like handstand, right? You kind of want the weight evenly distributed throughout the hands. Same thing through the feet. So not too much of a lean forward, gripping with the toes, not too much of a lean back. So now slowly roll up, abdomen strong. Do some arm circles, one arm. Sadly, we did not have the best sleep over the weekend. So bummed. We were doing so well for a solid week, and then I think he started teething again. Maybe more teeth coming in. Switch sides. Saturday was better than Friday, and Sunday was actually, last night was pretty good. It's not bad. He went to bed at 7:30, 8 o'clock. And woke up at 4:30. So what is that? 8.5 hours. But then slept a little bit, but it was just hard to put down. We got Madison sleeps like a dream, so that's why it's a little bit much for us with Liam. Not much, but it's just different. Good. Back to the center. Step the feet together. Some sun salutations here. Super dry, so I got static cling everywhere. Arms up. Inhale. Fold down, forward, exhale. Extend the spine as you inhale. Look forward. Step back to plank as you exhale. There was a commercial back in the 80s that was anti-static cling. I forget what the commercial was. Someone will have to remind me. Abdomen strong, breath smooth, shoulders extend, thighs strong. 5 times lower halfway, chaturanga, press up, plank, halfway, chaturanga, push up, plank, halfway, push up, 2 more, 1 more. Good, let's drop to the knees, cat and cow tilts for the spine. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale. A few more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. And back to neutral. Lift the feet side to side. Shoulder and hip together one side. Shoulder and hip together other side. Shoulder and hip together, shoulder and hip together. Good, one more. Back to down dog from there. Fingers spread, palms flat. Take a moment, bend the left leg, push the right heel down, stretch it out. Then switch sides, stretch. Good. Straighten both legs from there. Come up on the toes, walk softly to the hands. Lengthen that spine as you inhale, look forward. Fold as you exhale. Stretch all the way up. Nice big inhale. Hands to the heart, exhale. Arms up, inhale. Fold down, exhale. Extend the spine as you inhale. Step back as you exhale. Take a big inhale. You can lower knees first. This is the easy way to go through a vinyasa. If you're newer to us, inhale, gentle cobra pose, and then reverse that. So back to the hands and knees, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Breathe. Downward facing dog becomes a resting pose, does not start out as a resting pose. Come up on the toes again, walk softly to the hands. Extend the spine as you inhale, look forward. Fold as you exhale, stretch down, all the way up. Nice big inhale. Hands to the heart, exhale. Just moving the body, starting to move, starting to link the movement and the breath. Arms up as you inhale. Fold as you exhale, halfway up as you inhale, step or jump back. Chaturanga. You don't have to go all the way down, but you can go all the way down. You don't have to go halfway down, you can go all the way down. Easy back bend here, downward facing dog. Breathe. Fingers spread, palms flat, breath smooth. Good. Up on the toes, walk or jump. Extend the spine, inhale. Fold, exhale. All the way up, nice big inhale. Hands to the heart, exhale. Arms up again, inhale. Fold down, forward, exhale. Extend the spine, inhale. Step or jump back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Good. Again, on the toes, walk or jump. Extend the spine as you inhale. Fold as you exhale. All the way up, inhale. Hands together at the heart, exhale. We're doing one more of those. Arms up, inhale. Folding down forward as you exhale. Extend the spine, inhale. Step or jump back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. This time right away, right leg up behind you. Right leg up, hold it up, and breathe. Drop the left heel down, get a little hamstring stretch. If you bend your back knee a little, the left knee, so you could, you're just lifting the right leg. But if you bend the left leg a little bit, you're gonna feel that stretch more in the calf and more in the Achilles a little bit. That's fine. Now we're gonna balance. So look at your hands, lean to the right hand, take the left hand up off the floor. So you're balancing on your right hand and your left foot. This can be tricky. Do the best you can. Breathe. Good. Both hands down, shoulders over the wrists, knee to the nose, abdomen strong. And lift it. Backing up, forward knee to your left side, twist. Backing up, forward to your right. Backing up, all the way forward. Stay here on the fingers, fingertips or blocks if you had them. Straighten the leg, flex the foot. 5 of these. Bend the knee, drop the hips. Inhale, really more warm up here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Couple more. Good. Turn the back foot. Come on up. Warrior one. Arms up. Shoulders relaxed. Breath smooth. Good. Now clasp the hands back behind you, interlace the fingertips, lift the heart up, pull the shoulders back and down, take a big inhale, and then fold down as you exhale, dropping the head down, stretch it. Good. And then back up, warrior one, inhale, hands down to the floor, exhale. Take the leg back, vinyasa, lower down. Upward facing dog, easy, downward facing dog. And then we switch it. Left side, take it up behind you, opening up that hip. Oh, you don't have, oh yeah, we didn't do that, but it feels good. Square the hips and just pause here. Maybe bend your right leg this time, just to get a little bit deeper stretch on the lower calf there, Achilles, breathing. Good, then look at the hands. Lean to the left. Right hand comes up. Could take that arm behind the back if you want. Balance, left hand down, right hand up, breathing deeply. Whoa, whoa. Good. Both hands down, shoulders over the wrists, knee to the nose, abdomen strong. Lift it, backing up. Forward to the right. Backing up. Forward to the left. Backing up. All the way forward. Stay here. Come on the fingers. Straighten the front leg, flex the foot. Bend the knee, drop the hips. Inhale, straighten the leg, flex the foot. Exhale, bend the knee, drop the hips. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Couple more, inhale, exhale. One more. Good, turn the back foot. Come on up, warrior one. Hold it, feel it in your body. So I know we do a lot of this. You know, we do pretty much a version of sun salutations. Sun salutation A and B we do pretty much every single time, but the body changes. The whole idea is you move the body in a certain way, pay attention to the moment, because sometimes you're tighter if you ran a half marathon yesterday, or sometimes you're not so tight, like me, and didn't do anything yesterday, but put up Christmas lights. That's what I did. Interlace the fingertips, lift the heart up, shoulders pull down, drop the head back, take a big inhale, fall down, exhale. So even though we do similar moves, life changes, right? We have a new president-elect. Pfizer just said that their vaccine is 90% effective. So there's, all kinds of different things, and that's besides what's going on in your own life. One more breath. And back up, warrior one, inhale. Hands down, exhale. take the leg back. So life happens regardless. In these poses, your back might feel more loose or less flexible. Right? And the idea is just to pay attention as you go through. It's an opportunity for you to just stay present in the moment in your body. Fingers spread, lift that tailbone, breathe deeply. Good, and up on the toes. Walk or slightly hop forward. Extend that spine as you inhale, fold as you exhale. Chair pose. Bend the knees, reach the arms, inhale. 30 seconds, we'll hold. I just about caught hypothermia teaching class on Saturday outside. It was so cold. Oh my goodness. And windy. Good. Sink a little bit lower. 2 more breaths. I know my East Coast friends are like, dude, there's no chance you caught hypothermia. But trust me, we had frost on the grass this morning. It was 37 degrees supposed to be. Stand up, hands together, the hard exhale. That's cold. That's legitimately cold. That's not Southern California 60-degree cold. That's real cold. Chair pose. Inhale. Sun salutation B. We're going to do a single round, a double round, a triple round through. So halfway up. Step or hop back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Right leg. Take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior 1. Reach up. Inhale. Hands down. Leg back. Vinyasa. Lower. And what I want for you, down dog, left side, take it up, bring it forward, is for these moves to be a daily practice where you just start to feel more alive the more you do them. So, and you find these little subtleties in the fingers, in the wrists, in the forearms, in the shoulders, lifting the tailbone, pressing the thighs back, breathing deeply. Good. Up on the toes again. Walk or jump. Halfway up. And fold. Chair pose. Inhale. Stand. Hands together. Exhale. Now we go 2 rounds through. So that's right, left, left. Chair pose when you're ready. Inhale. Fold. Exhale. Extend that spine. Inhale. Step or jump back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Shoulders back. Down dog. Right leg first. Take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior 1. Reach up. Inhale. Hands down, leg back, vinyasa lower. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Left side, when you're ready, take it up, bring it forward. Warrior 1, reach up, inhale. Hands down, leg back, vinyasa lower. Up, down, right side, take it up. Second time through, warrior 1. Hands down, leg back, vinyasa, lower, down, left side, take it up, bring it forward. Warrior 1, reach up, inhale. Hands down, leg back, vinyasa, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Breathe. One more breath. Up on the toes, walk or jump forward. Extend the spine, inhale. Fold, exhale. Chair pose. Bend the knees, reach the arms, inhale. Stand, hands together at the heart. Exhale, big full breath. 3 more times, and then we go right into some nice long deep holds today. That's the plan. So chair pose, inhale, one more little effort here. Fold as you exhale. Extend the spine. Inhale, step or jump back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Right side, first time. Take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior one. Inhale. Hands down. Leg back. Vinyasa. Lower. Up. Back. Left side. Take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior one. Reach up. Inhale. Hands down. Leg back. Vinyasa. Right side. Take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior one. Reach up. Inhale. Hands down. Leg back. Vinyasa. Second time. Left side. Take it up. Bring it forward. Warrior one. Reach up. Inhale. Hands down. Leg back. Vinyasa. Right side. One more time. Take it up. Bring it forward. Inhale. Reach. Hands down. Leg back. Vinyasa. Up. Left side. Warrior one. Hands down. Leg back. Lower. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Good. Drop to the knees right away. Keep the toes tucked. See that there? Keep the toes tucked. Sit back onto the heels, as long as that's okay on your knees. Sit back. We're going to start by stretching the feet. Timer has begun. So we're going to spend, a minute to 90 seconds. There is a theory, philosophy in yoga, physical therapy, stretching, gymnastics, that it takes at least a minute for the muscle to kind of relax into the stretch. So anytime we do any sort of yin stuff, we're going to go at least a minute. It's 90 seconds, 2 minutes. Traditionally, in the yin yoga practice, the poses are held for 3 to 5 minutes. So it's a big deal to be able to sit in the poses. And breathe and observe how it feels. This is restoration. So you're slowly lengthening as you breathe, soften, relax. That's the process. Breathe, soften, relax a little deeper. So you really want to get into this kind of state of sort of half consciousness and totally relaxed and just being with the moment, in the moment, and also observing the moment. Now, for almost a minute and a half in, interlace the fingertips, turn the palms up, reach up, lean back, couple breaths. Oh my goodness. One more inhale. Oh, wow, that's enough. Come on. What used to be your toes, wiggle those a little bit. Wow. I'm not sure that I've ever really timed that so much to be there for that long length of time, but maybe my feet are a little chilly. But that was a long time. All right, downward facing dog. What used to be your toes. Step the right one forward, left knee down. We're going to go to a lunge. You can fold over that mat there, stay here, and then just kind of sink in a little bit. We're going to reset our timer. Reset it. Minute here, stretching, and then we'll take the arm up. Breathe. This is when I remind you of the torture that you're experiencing. You can donate for that. torture if you like, and pay for your class. Those of you that are already members, thank you very much. You can become a monthly member by going to consciousendurance.com, and you can sign up for that community, and you can do it in a few different ways, so you can check that out. You can also Venmo me directly or go to 5pointyoga.com, and there's a couple ways you can do it on the website there too. So thank you very much for that. I didn't make that announcement earlier, but keep sinking here now to my yin spiel, just in case you have never done yin yoga before. The main idea is three kind of main ideas. One is lengthening the connective tissue, obvious, right? We're kind of sitting into this stretch now. Go ahead, it's a minute. So take the left arm up, lean back a little bit, 30 seconds. One is lengthening the connective tissue. So we all have muscles and we all have fascia, which is like a saran wrap for the muscle. Think of it that way. So like a vacuum packed saran wrap for the muscle. Lift up, lean back. But that, as the muscle connects to the bone, your muscles connect to bones, lift up, take an inhale and lean back. And then forward. Abdomen strong to support the lower back. Come forward 1 minute with this right leg straight. As it gets closer, so as your calf muscle, for instance, connects, well, your calf muscle sort of turns into fascia and then turns into the Achilles tendon, actually. But it inserts up here, and so you want to make sure that as it inserts, it turns into fascia. And so what you want to do, that's white, like think about your Achilles tendon, that's just a big white tendon. I assume that's probably your biggest, thickest tendon for sure. You have tendons, ligaments, and muscles. And muscles they have a lot of blood moving through them, they're beefier, you massage them. You can massage ligaments and tendons too, it's not usually they're not usually as pliable as your muscles. So by holding poses for a longer period of time, just a couple more breaths here, you may find you are able to hold your flexibility. Good. And now we'll switch legs. So same thing, other side, left leg up. And then I'll reset the timer. Ready, set, go. Sinking down. And again, I always just pad up the knee just so that you don't have to worry about pressure on the knee. So if you're on a hardwood floor, concrete floor, or with like an engineered wood floor with concrete below, there's no give. Excuse me, there's no give at all in that. And it can be a lot to have the whole entire body weight sinking down into that joint, into your knee. So it's better to have a little cushion. It's nicer. Treat yourself well. It's my recommendation. So just soften and breathe and relax. So first idea, lengthening that connective tissue. Second idea, it's a cleanse in a way, an energetic cleanse. So in Chinese medicine, yin, yin, yang, yin, yang, right? So it's good, bad, night, day, sun, moon, right? Opposites. And yin, different from yang. Yang is the flow. We just did that, right? 25 minutes, 30 minutes. Now we're doing more yin. And yin is the calming practice. So in Chinese medicine, one thing, take the right arm up this time, lift up, lean back. What they believe is that the energy in your body, when you get needles, they're redirecting energy. They're trying to create better energy flow. They're trying to unblock stagnation or blocked energy, and they're trying to create more flow. Lift up, lean back. One more breath. Good. And then forward. Come on down, straighten that front leg. And they do that by putting needles into your body. So the belief is that the energy lies in the connective tissue. And think about that for a second. If you're stretching that connective tissue, then you're releasing some of that blocked energy. So that's the second main idea behind the yin yoga practice. Just soften and breathe. And again, at least a minute. But we did a minute and a half on this front right hip. We're just going to do a minute or so on this hamstring because I want to get more into inner hips and outer hips with frog and pigeon. Yeah, so, but in general, if you decide that you're actually going to stretch on your own, which would be very commendable, by the way, because it's hard to do. It's a hard thing to just sort of go, you know what? I'm just going to take some time and do a little, I remember what Ted taught me. I'm just going to do a nice little 30-minute yin session. It's not common for most people. One more breath. They used to say, come out of there, that doing a home-based yoga practice, like your own, meaning like intuitively you start to move your body, was one of the toughest things to do. And I agree, I have to say. So now I'm going to fold up. Oh, somebody's calling me. Who's that calling me? I think Canada, Connecticut. Spam call. All right, so from here I fold the mat over. I take the knees wide. This is frog pose. Knees super wide. And then come down on the elbows. Yeah. And turn the feet out. Oh my goodness. Let's go solid. Let's see our actual time here. 42. So let's go. 3 minutes. Ready, set, go. So the idea is to push the hips back. First you want to get the knees as wide as you can, and then you push the hips back. All right. And breathe. And keep breathing. I'm just going to do this here. Oh, yes. I think, whoa, what is that? What is that thing? I don't want to do that. Good. There we go. So with this pose here, you want to be pushing back gently. All right, feet apart a little bit. My feet should be further apart. Oh my goodness. And then as you're pushing the hips back, you want to continue to breathe. Again, like I say, just good, smooth, even breaths in and out of the nose. But not to a point where you feel tense. Not to a point that you tense up and you're locking up your fingers and your jaw and your tongue and your scalp. Like none of that stuff. You don't want that stuff to be happening. You want to just soften and breathe. Soften and breathe. Good. About another minute-ish left to go. Keep breathing. Thirty seconds. Good. Last breath or two. Good. And then slowly forward. Yeah. And then drop your body down, straighten the legs back a little bit. Oh my gosh, one leg at a time. You should definitely feel like you're in that and it's harder to come out. It should be slower. But 3 minutes is a solid amount of time. If you can do 4 or 5 on your own, then feel free to do 4 or 5 on your own. There is the possibility of overstretching, and obviously I don't want you to do that, so you have to be careful. There is the difference. There is a difference, of a stretch, a deep stretch, and then pain. So you want to make sure you're not in the pain place. Now we're going to do Virasana. So the easy way to do Virasana is to come back here, toes, big toes together, knees wide, sitting down here. This might be a big stretch in the tops of your feet, might be a big stretch in the knees, might be a big stretch in your quads. But if you can handle all that and you want to take it a little deeper, here's the deeper. Knees closer together, feet apart, and stretch. Good. So this here is definitely deeper. Knees together, feet apart. I'm sitting in between my feet. I'm still holding my body weight up a little bit because I'm not quite fully flexible enough at the moment to let the butt get to the floor. But I'm also, probably, an inch, like the thickness of maybe a finger and a half, 2 fingers. So I'm just kind of holding and breathing and softening and seeing if there's any release. Let's go another 45 seconds. But what you don't want to do is force this, because you could definitely overstretch the knees. It might be too much on the feet. You could use a blanket or a block. If you use the blanket or a block, then you could also just put them right under your tailbone, right under your butt, and sit on it. Then your body will relax into it a little bit more deeply. A few more breaths. And then slowly come out. We're going to hit downward facing dog again and go to pigeon. Downward facing dog, slowly. Tuck the toes, straighten the legs back. Yeah. Take a moment, bend the left leg, push the right heel down, stretch it. And hold, more yin style. Hold, deep, deep stretch. And then switch sides. And now pigeon. And we're going to go again, about 2 to 3 minutes here. Let me just check the time on each side. Yeah, let's do 3. We got it. Ready, set, go. So 3 minutes here. Make sure you're seeing what I think you are. Good. So from here, you want to make sure the knee doesn't hurt. If the knee hurts in pigeon, you need to be in reclining pigeon. It's going to be much better for your knee. Reclining pigeon is this. All right, that's your reclining pigeon pose. And just stay there and stretch the outer hip. But if your regular pigeon is okay, then we're going to hold and breathe. And let go and soften. So in a weird way, it almost sort of feels like, at least for me, it feels like, wow, we kind of a new administration coming in, and now with the sign of, for me, that's a better thing, and for you, I respect your beliefs if that's not a good thing, but for me, it's a better thing. And this news from Pfizer today, all of a sudden I'm thinking, wow, we might actually go back to what was possibly a normal life that we had. back 7 months ago, and I was thinking, I mean, that might not happen until spring or summer next year, especially with this, COVID cases going out of control. It's so crazy. So it might be 9 more months from now, but 9 months from now there's a light at the end of that tunnel. And I think one of the things that we have to do, regardless of what you believe or what's going on out there, is that we have to keep the faith. And a lot of people are able to kind of move around. I mean, I've been able to move around pretty well for these last, we're mid-November, March, in the last 8 months. And even if you had to be quarantined, there's a lot you can do. Thank God for the internet. But the point is that we're in a situation right now, and the situation will end. This too shall pass is the truth for so many things, if not everything, all the time. Sadly, even life, right? But for this particular situation that we're in, I just want you to hang in there and to have some faith that, it is going to change. So if you or someone that you love is being affected from an economic standpoint to a health standpoint, just let's do everything we can to help each other and to get to the end, get to the finish line together, or at least change it. Yesterday, we're going to switch legs. Yesterday I read, and this is what I'm going to talk about in my talk this week, actually, which I did not do last week. I got a little too busy. I couldn't do it. But this week I'm definitely going to go live on Wednesday around noon, and I'm going to discuss this article. So this month, the talks are all about reducing stress, and this particular article was, timer begins now, was what endurance athletes can teach us about a pandemic and living through a pandemic. And it talks about like 5 things or whatever. And some of them are good, right? Like you have to understand, stay in the moment, stay in the moment, not worry about the future. If you start thinking about, the mind is so good at wanting to know. The mind just wants a very clean box. It wants to know 2 + 2 = 4, and then it's okay, then it can move on. But when there is this unknown, all of a sudden things freak out. And when there's the uncertainty, all of a sudden people freak out. And that, happened after the election, but obviously still happening with this pandemic. Like, we just don't know, how long it's going to last, how we're going to be affected if and when we actually do get it, or how our loved ones are going to be affected, what's going to happen with the economy now, and jobs. You may have lost a job. That job may be gone, right? So there's all these different things, and the mind just wants to latch on. And if you can latch on to the moment and what is, it will allow you to free up some creative thoughts and a little bit more, a little sense of relief. If you're always trying to close that circle or find an answer to a question that does not exist, then you're just going to suffer. And I think that's where Buddhism comes in. And the quick translation is, life is suffering, but really the real translation is that the unenlightened life is suffering. And it doesn't mean that we all need to go become enlightened beings, but it just means, or ignorant life. It means that we're unaware of what's behind the suffering until we're aware of it. And once we're aware of it, we no longer suffer. So, still got about 30, 40 seconds here. But the idea there is, wherever that pain comes for you, whether it's self-doubt or whether it's economic loss of a loved one, some sort of fear, instead of allowing that to grip you and to paralyze you in some way, see if you can pause for a moment, step back slightly, take that breath, and then trust that you can move through it, that you have the tools to move through whatever it is, the 19 things I just mentioned, right? But oftentimes we get caught up in that and it paralyzes us. And that's my only thought for you today. And I'll talk more about this on Wednesday. But there are things you could do. Yoga is one of them, right? Come on up from there. But there are things you can do to get out of that, pull yourself out of that, that attachment. Bring the legs forward, shake them out for a moment. Shake them out, flex the feet. Reach the arms up, nice big inhale. We've got a solid 2 minutes here. Exhale, drop the head down. 2 minutes, I will reset my timer. Excuse me, and this one is not about pulling necessarily. I don't want you to pull in. I want you to just relax and soften and breathe and trust. Trust that by taking the proper steps that you will continue to improve your life and hopefully live in an optimum state of health. That's what we want, right? $50 seconds. Good, a few more breaths. And then you can stay there for a few more moments, 30 seconds or a minute or so. Or you can roll back and take the legs up and over your head for plow. And then right from plow, we'll go right into shoulder stand. So plow pose. As long as this is okay on your neck. From there, shoulder stand. Good. Legs wide, flex the feet, a few breaths. Bend the knees, soles of the feet together from there. And then lift the legs up. Take them down over your head slowly. And we're going to come out. We're going to do our final twist and Shavasana. So pull your right knee into your chest. Give it a good squeeze in. Really take that moment and feel what it feels like to pull that leg in, take a breath, squeeze, then roll to your left side. Twist. Good. Switch it, same thing, other side. Good. Back to the center. Shavasana, final rest. Feet flop open, eyes closed. Breath smooth, shoulders down away from the ears. Take a big inhale. And exhale. Totally relax. Go ahead and bring your left hand to your heart center, right hand to the belly. Take a couple breaths. And then bend the knees, roll to your right side. Just go ahead and take a moment here. Make your way up to a seat, comfortable seat, sitting up nice and tall, palms up, eyes closed, a few breaths. Palms together from there. Take a moment of gratitude. Gratitude for every breath. Namaste. Namaste, my friend. Thank you very much for showing up. Thank you for bringing your energy and whatever else you bring to the world. Thanks, you guys. I'll see you tomorrow for a nice, hard, strong little core, arm balance, fun.